Hi, my name is Kaylee. Welcome to my first Flosstube video. I'm a bit nervous, but here we go. I thought I would start this channel with a WIP parade. Has like an icebreaker type thing, so not really going to do much of an intro except introduce all my WIPs. I have a notebook I'll be referring to. And in the notebook, all my WIPs are listed, so that's the order I'll be showing them. They're almost all in chronological order. Okay, so I started cross-stitching May 2021. I had tried it once before, like 10 years ago, with a paper pattern, full coverage, and it was hard, and I stopped. But I came across Flosstube and saw the Pattern Keeper app, and I downloaded it, and I was ready to try again. So I went on Etsy and came across zannacrossstitch, and I bought Oceania, which is 240 colors and almost 750,000 stitches. Naturally, that would be my first WIP. And yeah, so I started that May 10th. This is the pattern. And I saw that other Flosstubers started the top corner, so I started up here. And when I started, again, I did full cross. I now do not do full coverages, full cross. I do tent stitch. So this started, it's on 18 count. It started at 2/1 full cross, and now is 4/1 tent stitch. So this is at 5.25% complete. There is a sister pattern to this. I have it, of course. There's a lady, Anna. She's a Flosstube channel. I'll link her below, and she's doing the sister pattern. She's way further ahead, and it looks amazing. You should check it out. All of my WIPs are in project bags that I make. They're in my store. I'll link that below, but I'll talk about that another Flosstube time. Okay, so that's my first one. Then my second one is my only Haid. It's called Foregone. It's the mini. She's super pretty. So I started her July 20th, 2021, and I'm now at just over 30%. There's someone on Instagram, Jokecrafts. I'll link her down below. She's doing the full size one, and she looks incredible. Oh, but the background, all that brown, it's legit. Anyway, so I would like to get that finished for Christmas or December next year for my mom's birthday. That's the plan. The bag she's in. All right, so that's a mini, so that's only 86,000 stitches, and there's 89 colors. So next is Beauty Will Save the World. It's unconventional cross stitch pattern. I have a lot of theirs. They've got to be my favorite company. There's a few people stitching this. She looks so good. So, let's say, how many colors? I think there's 89 colors and 189,000 stitches. Mine is at 23%. Ooh. Oh, she's pretty. And every year, so her birthday is this month, August 20th. I started it. And I'm trying to get her to 25% for the next 4 years. So she's finished in 4 years. Oh, she looks amazing. This is Adrienne Borda's work, which I am obsessed with. If you like big eyes. Linda 144 Crafts. And everyone else I can remember who's stitching it, I will link down below. So she is in a very retro-y bag. Woo! Okay, next. Next is a pattern I charted myself like 15 years ago, more than that. I thought I wanted to work in an art gallery, so I gave that a go. And one of the artists that was being shown was Ray Caesar. He's phenomenal. And I was lucky enough to be able to buy one of his prints before he got, well, I can't afford it now. Anyway, so I messaged him and asked if I could stitch his art. He very kindly said yes. So the first, because of course I'm going to do more than one, is Bubbles. Oh. So much pink. She's amazing. So this is 229 colors and just under 500,000 stitches. Doing it on 32 count tent. I started it September 23rd and I'm now at 8.25%. I'm wanting to get this to 10% this year, like 10% every year type of thing. So for WIP Go, I did the whole border so I could work wherever I felt like working. That bubble's almost done. It looks, I love it. Love it. So that is that in another project bag. Ooh. All right. Next is another unconventional cross stitch. This one was a new year, new start with EllieWellieStitcher. I'll link her below. I haven't heard of her. She's awesome. But then I found Easy Guide fabric and I restarted this piece. It's another Adrienne Borda. How many colors? It's like 200 something colors and just under 3/4 million stitches. And I started with that rabbit. This one's on a Q snap, and I got the grime guard from the SAR. I'll link her shop down below. It's amazing. And then the needle minder, the lovely Allie from Misfit.stitches gifted me. Oh, that rabbit's awesome. I just have 1% finished on this. Next is Catalina by Maxine Gads. 226 colors. Oh, aren't they pretty? Just under 500,000 stitches. So, well, it's actually way less than that. Because I first started this, I put like 5,000 stitches in and decided I did not want to stitch this background at all. So I dyed fabric, and I'm slowly deleting the background in Pattern Keeper, so I don't really have stats. I really am hoping to get the flower done this year. Again, another gift from Misfit.stitches. I love the colors on this fabric. So after dyeing this, I equally became obsessed with dyeing fabric naturally. So any pattern I can remove the background, I have been, and I've just been dyeing the fabric. So I don't have to stitch the background, which is going, well, it's a lot of fun. Next is a piece for my eldest daughter. It's an artist called, her name is Gina Pfleegor. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. It's amazing. It's called Twisted Plot. And this I started in March, and I'm doing 10% every month to have it finished for Christmas. And I did not want to stitch that background. So it was like 100 and plot, like a lot of stitches. So I dyed fabric, and now it's down to just over 50,000 stitches. I'm doing another piece by her for my youngest daughter. I'll start that next year. I'll do a kit parade another time. This is all the floss, nice and messy. And then best way of showing this. Okay. Oh, so cute. So she's exactly 60% finished now. Put some Krynic in the crown. You see it sparkle a little bit? Like 60 stitches, and I was happy it was only 60 stitches. I'm gonna add more table because I want to frame it pretty. Anyway, so I have to add that at some point. She's looking pretty cool. So yeah, so she's at 60% now. All right, okay. Next is Peppermint Cthulhu, another unconventional cross stitch. I can't remember when I started this. I know it was before Christmas last year though. Oh, so cool. This is on 22 count because I have a frame in mind and wanted it to fit that frame. So it's 3/1 tent stitch. And the KeystoneStitcher so graciously pointed out this looks like a skeleton, and that's all I see every time I look at this piece now. Sorry for all the park threads. I don't know where to put them. And I am at 5.64% on this. That's how wide it's going to be. I have a lot of charts by this artist. Echo Chernick. I love her work. I think Hade is now selling her charts as well. But Unconventional has more, I believe. Okay, so surprise, surprise, my next is another unconventional cross stitch. It's a Christopher Lovell Solstice, and I bought this with the background removed and then dyed fabric. Oh, she's so awesome. I started with the parrot. I started that bad boy right there, and DizzyStitcher and Lizzie's Little Loops and a bunch of other people are stitching this. Ooh. Another needle minder from Allie. Thank you. So nice. Like, I don't have a lot of charts with yellow, but yellow is a nice color to stitch with. So this is at 4.34% finished. And I love it. It's on 30 count. It started at 28, but after dyeing it, it shrank quite a bit. Okay, next is my long dog. I dyed the fabric and I dyed the floss. I'm trying to do a tone on tone because there's so many of these are done. And someone did like a white on white, off white on off white fabric. It looks incredible. So I thought I'd try something like that. This is on my floss. And oh, this is the pattern in case someone hasn't seen it. I'm starting the bottom left? No. Here. I don't know which way this is going to show up. So I used gold paint on it because, yeah, gold fabric paint washes actually. It's really cool. It's a bit hard to see tone on tone when stitching, but you also can't really see any mistakes, which is nice. Yeah, I really like this. This is full cross, 1/1, which is it's nice to just have one color doing. It's not mindless, but that's nice to have a bit of a change. Next is another pattern I charted myself. The artist is LauraColors. She's on Instagram. I will link her down below. Her art is unreal. It is so happy. Underwater Carnival. This is a full coverage. I'm not removing any background. And it's 230 colors and just under 250,000 stitches. I started June 1st. These are all the colors. Look at these colors. Okay, I'm at 3.25%, and it's on the easy guide. Oh, I love these colors. I'm doing WIP Go, but I decided in September I'm only going to work on all of my recent new starts. And I'll just have to catch up with WIP Go. I already have to catch up with WIP Go. C'est la vie. I love WIP Go. It's a really, really cool concept. Okay, next is Trans Pride Tapestry by Kari and D. I'll link their info down below. I started this June 4th. It's on hand-dyed fabric, 14 count, Ada. And I'm using sulkies. And I got this sulky solar. And in the UV, it changes color. It's so cool. So that's what the body of the unicorn is. This is my travel stitching. I'm not doing it in Pattern Keeper. I'm just doing it on a paper chart. But it is cool seeing that change color. It goes like blue, baby blue, and then it goes back to white. It's very cool. Very, very cool. The sulky is definitely as amazing as everyone says. I have some round bags for hoop stitches, or hoop stitchers. I love hoops. Next is another chart. I charted myself by Sophie Wilkins. I'll link her below. Her art is unreal. Unreal. I removed the background and I really hope I counted this correctly because I painted this gold halo. Isn't she beautiful? I started with the blue jay. So this, I started July 11th, and I have about 4,000 stitches in. I don't have a percentage because I haven't deleted the gold circle. The fabric was dyed with coffee and tea, I think some wine as well. And project bag. And then last, not least, because I have a couple more new starts coming up, is my 2 million plus WIP battle for the Arctic. Artwork by Robert Xavier Burden. I'll link him down below. I asked him, he said, stitch it. His art takes years to paint, so yeah, this is okay. So I don't know if you can see just how insanely amazing this is going to be. So I'm starting with the Canadian flag part. Actually, I started with Anna and Elsa up there, but there's almost 298 colors. The fabric is like 2 meters, over 2 yards. Doing it on 25 count. Easy guide. I haven't find where I started this. Ah! So there is Elsa. Elsa? Yeah, Elsa. Just have 3,000 stitches in so far. Can't even figure out what percentage it is because I had to break it up into a triptych in Pattern Keeper to get the resolution that I wanted. There's some sort of comfort in something so insane, though, I find. No. Anyways. So those are all my WIPs. Thank you for sticking around if you have. I'll probably try to do another Flosstube in a month or so. Maybe a kit parade or my charts, or I'm not sure. How do you say it? So I don't know what to say. How do you finish these? Just thank you. Thanks very much. Bye.